It's a topic that we've all brushed off at one time or the other in our dating lives, but it is so important for us to be empowered with knowledge, because knowledge again gives you a choice to either do something or not. Ladies, Mama Sadies, hi, it's Cece and I'm so happy to be here once again. I can't wait to get into this video. I've missed you guys and I hope you guys have been good. Now, this topic we're talking about today is a topic that is so interesting yet a bit controversial, because a lot of people have different ideas onto how to present yourself in the dating scene. Okay? And it's talking about 3 qualities to make him fall in love with you. Now, a lot of us have gone into the dating scene wearing our heart on our sleeve, or just basically going with the flow in an impulsive way, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's fine to to date the way you know best, but it's also good to know certain qualities that would help enhance the whole dating experience to the point where you start to feel a deeper level of connection, and that more, or to dive and delve deeper into the subject of love, to know how best to present yourself while dating and have some secrets that men don't want us to know. So before we dive into it, I'd like to tell you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and I hope you find it interesting. Now make sure you listen up to the end. I always save the best for last, just because I love you, and we shall together take this journey on implementing what we're going to talk about today. Now, I know when we all hear about the concept of dating, we all think that, okay, the beautiful ladies or ladies who are attractive, physically attractive, get more mileage, or they're the ones that are the luckiest. No, I'm sorry, that is a dream, or that is an ideology that has been sold to the media. Advertisers have sold that to us right from our childhood, and so a lot of us are stuck with the idea that when a woman's beautiful, she stands more of a chance in the dating scene. I'm sorry, but that is a X. No, that's not the truth. The truth is, there are certain qualities that we can bring about in ourselves that has absolutely nothing to do with how we physically look, and has everything to do with how we present ourselves. Being feminine is showing that femininity which is inside of you, that womanliness that we all have inside of us. For as long as you're a woman, we all have that feminine nature in us, and a lot of the times we've sort of pushed this down because we have cited so many reasons, from I don't want to come across as being needy, to the fact that I don't want him to feel that I'm too girlish. I was a bit of a tomboy growing up because I always just felt that being too girlish is boring. But you know what? That is a secret that a lot of the times we haven't really tapped into, the fact that being feminine balances a man's masculinity. It makes him feel like a man. The more feminine you are, the more you balance out his masculinity, and the more there is a chance for a deeper biological connection between the two of you. When we start dibbling and dabbling into acting too strong, it can sometimes not work in our favor. Just as we're not really attracted to a feminine man, the whole hi there. No, the more we're not attracted to feminine men is the way men are not really attracted to masculine women. We're 2 separate genders, and each gender in the dating scene should act as each gender. Now, in today's world, we women have done so well. We have conquered barriers, we have broken barriers, where we're becoming stronger in the business markets, in the corporate world. This is such a good thing, and kudos to all girl power to all of you. Now, the issue that could come from a scenario as this is, sometimes we now become a little bit too strong, and this can be a little bit of a problem in the dating scene, where you're finding a man or finding a good mate and then keeping that partner. That woman has to systematically find a way to constantly tap into the feminine energy that she has, to keep that whole femininity alive in his eyes, and for him to constantly see you as a woman. Oh my goodness, like for instance, I've had this situation where on the first date, just to show him that, you know what, I don't need your money. I can do bad all by myself. I can take myself out for lunch. I've had instances where personally, when I went on a first date, I would reach for my wallet, and try to initiate the double dutch thing. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with trying to reach for your wallet. But now remember that if it is the first date, you sort of want to go on a data or information finding mission. It's recommended that on the first date, watch him. Take a step back and then watch him and see if he will lead. And if he does lead, give him a chance to lead. Give him a chance to treat you like a lady, as that song says. Give him a chance to wine and dine you, and see what sort of man or what sort of alpha male he's proving himself to be. I honestly believe that yes, we women should compliment our men. If you're dating him or you guys become exclusive, or you guys go on a couple more dates, then it's fine for you to probably buy dessert, or buy something extra. Or now, when you take a back seat and you let him lead and you show your feminine side, even from the way you talk, talk in lower tones, talk with a soft voice, smile a lot. You don't have to laugh too loudly, but just smile a lot. Show that whole feminine energy and take it from there. But that being said, the feminine side of us is one of the qualities that draws men like a catch string to us. And this takes us down to number 2. What happens is when you open something up, something comes in. So what we're talking about here is open yourself up. When you're with him, open up your window, open up to him. Opening up shows a genuineness about you. Opening up shows that you're fearlessly allowing him to come into you and showing him a side of you which is considered vulnerable, and this endears us, or endears him to us. Even for us, where we have besties or BFFs, grading your friends from your friend to your BFF, there's a difference between these two categories of friends that we have. And the reason why we title some friends as our BFFs is because we've shared a deeper level of connection, or we've gone through deeper emotions with that person, and so connect more with the fact that we've gone through certain things with that person. And it is the same thing in a dating scene. Now, opening up to him should not come across as being needy. There is a clear distinction between being needy and vulnerable. Neediness means you need this man on a daily basis. You need him to validate you. You need affirmation from him on an hourly, minute, or daily basis. Where if you don't sort of get that from him, it affects your ability to function normally. That is neediness in a nutshell. Now, being vulnerable, on the other hand, is when you open up yourself, and in the process of opening up yourself to him, he starts to connect with you on a deeper level, even if he doesn't want to. That's the power of this vulnerability thingy we're talking about, where he starts to connect with you on a deeper level, even if he doesn't want to, because again, we're talking about a play of the mind and a play of the senses, and the fact that he starts to connect with you, with your emotions, and that starts to draw him closer to you on an energy level. That is something you need to put into practice. And again, as we've set the two distinctions, we need to play more on the vulnerability side and begin to see how the domino effect starts to take place. Be real when you show the emotions to him. Not full on like a volcano. No, that's not what I'm saying. When you do show your emotions, take it one step at a time, but be real. Let him help you. If your light bulb needs changing, let him change it. It makes him feel needed and valued. If you can't reach for something which is really, really, really high up, let him help. You're giving him a chance to step into his male dominance. And trust me, he would love it. Because one thing about men, men want us to need them. You know, like the song Celine Dion, I want you to need me like the air you breathe. They want us to need them. And the more we show that we need them, the more value they feel, the more needed and the more important they feel in our lives. So I hope you're going to put number 2 to practice, because this leads us to, drum roll, number 1. After interacting with a lot of men over the years and doing tons of research, one thing that identified with each and every interaction, or identified with the research or people's experiences around me, is the fact that there is no such thing as an ideal woman. Because what one man finds attractive, another man doesn't. How do you define beauty? What is beautiful in Namibia might not be beautiful in India. So the concept of beauty actually starts and ends in our minds. Now, what I gathered was the fact that physical beauty has nothing to do with finding, keeping and nurturing a new relationship, or finding, keeping and nurturing love. It's got nothing to do with it. If there's one thing that men are drawn to, which is our number 1, is being certain of yourself, or more or less carrying yourself like, I'm not a celebrity, I haven't got tons of cash in the bank. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a woman who's certain of herself and has her dreams and her plans and her goals in one little kitty basket. That is a major quality that makes men attracted to us. When you carry yourself as a high status, high value woman, he finds himself unconsciously drawn to you. Now, what do I mean by this? Certainty translates to being confident. It translates to being courageous, having tenacity, having that belief in yourself. That they find very attractive. Now, you to close your eyes for a minute and imagine yourself as a brand. Imagine yourself as your own brand manager. Because at the end of the day, if you do not celebrate yourself, don't expect another human being to celebrate you. Be celebrities. But one thing that you can do for yourself is carry yourself as a high value, high status woman. Because when you do that, unconsciously, people begin to see you this way. And this doesn't only apply in dating. It can also be applied around you in other areas of your life, even in your workplace, in your interaction with your friends, people. It makes people look up. It makes people start to treat you differently. It means imposing a lot of self-respect around you in the way you interact to others. You don't sort of push it where you demand respect. As they say, respect is earned. So how do you earn that respect? By first respecting yourself, by first loving yourself and accepting yourself and building yourself to becoming a much better person. It's by no means talking about you being arrogant. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is you need to carry yourself with poise and grace. You need to carry yourself as a woman who's got substance. And in that way, it starts to make him want to, like an onion, unravel layer after layer to see that substance that you've got inside of you. Show him confidence and carry yourself with quiet respect and see if he won't value you more. You become an inspiration to him and you begin to inspire him to bring his best foot forward. You begin to inspire him to become a better person. Now, instead of being wrapped up in our insecurities, instead of being, doing the whole, I don't have this, or I've got that, or I wish I had that. No. Why don't we build our brand and build ourselves? So he begins to see us as a woman of confidence who is not afraid to grow and evolve. This is by far more powerful than physical looks, or how far physical looks can carry. We've had situations where, we find some couples and we say, oh, the guy is so good looking and the woman is just blah. Because what's binding them and keeping them together goes far beyond physical looks. So when we start to assert ourselves as women who have confidence, not arrogance, but confidence, it begins to do something. There's a sort of shift in the way he looks at you, and there's sort of an alignment that takes place when this happens. Become your own brand, become your own celebrity. Celebrate yourself, love yourself, appreciate yourself, and everybody around you will begin to do the same. So I hope you found this video helpful. The next topic we're going to have is 5 types of men to avoid. Woohoo! I know you're going to look out for it. I can't wait to share that video with you next week, and I hope you do have a fabulous weekend. And please don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it to anyone who you think it might be helpful to. So until I come your way next time, it's your girl CC signing off and saying, do have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see you soon.